Hey guys, so here is another swap project that I'm sharing with you all today. This is actually a project I made for the Crafters with Artitude Facebook group. It is a one-on-one swap and it was for a tea box, but I couldn't find the depth of a tea box at any of the local craft stores, and I didn't bother even trying a thrift store because typically they don't have those here, so it's kind of a hit or miss, and I didn't want to wait to create my project. But my partner is Esme McCarthy, and she requested shabby style, of course, which, you know, I love doing those projects. So I used my Tilda paper, and I believe her favorite paper is the Country Escape and All That Is Spring. I think she was working with that too. So my paper comes from the Country Escape paper pad. And this is the box that I purchased from Hobby Lobby with a coupon for 40% off. So not too expensive on that. As you can see on the top, it's got a glass see-through lid, and I didn't cover the entire lid. I just covered the center portion of the box with this label that I made. And I'm going to pick it up so you can see it's foiled in pink using the mink. And it was printed first on It was printed first on Tilda paper, this image, and the image I got from the Graphics Fairy. So you can see it's got a pink foil to it. I printed it off on the laser printer and then ran it through with the pink foil to create this label, and then I cut it out with one of my Spellbinder's Grand labels. And I don't remember which one it is. I then layered some of the chipboard or the die cuts that come in the paper pad. And I've also included some resin pieces that I created with some molds from Dee, who is the owner of DK Crafts and Elegant Embellishments. You've seen my molds before, and this cluster even has them as well. So that's the molds that I created and the label, and then you can see the lid of the box is also decorated with this pink braid. I didn't want to cover the lid so you could still see down in the box and all of the little goodies that I've included for her. We were supposed to fill it with embellishments, and that's what I have done. I'll go through the inside of the box as soon as I show you the outside. This is the paper that I used. I think this is Millie Teal. A lot of people have this as their favorite paper, and I use that, sorry for hitting the camera, I use that all the way around the sides of the box and the bottom. These are feet from Hobby Lobby. They're not the Tim Holtz ones. These are a lot shorter. Not a lot shorter, but they're a little bit shorter than the Tim Holtz ones. So it just gives the box a little bit lift so you can go in and pick it up. You know, the sides are pretty plain. I don't like to do a whole lot to the sides. And I think you guys know that from watching my projects in the past. But this will allow her to kind of store it easier, I think, if she wants to keep it out in her craft room. So that's the outside of the box. I'm going to show you the inside. I didn't put a latch on this. I took it off and actually covered it up because she says she prefers silver. So I removed the latch, and I didn't like it anyway. It was kind of cheap looking. So I took that off. You'll notice when I open the lid, I'm going to show you what I did on the inside. On the inside of the lid, I put the same image so that when you flip it open, you have that same foiled piece on the inside that you do on the outside. And I really like how that turned out. And I didn't use the die cuts on the inside only because they didn't have mirror images of the die cuts, and I knew that wouldn't, you know, come out right. So I just used the label that I created. So you can see all the little pieces and parts included inside the box. I included some of my resins in here, so she's going to get some of the large buttons, and I decorated one for her. And it's got a bird, a little flower. This comes from Hobby Lobby with some feathers. Prima flower, I believe that is. A little bead. And then some Wild Orchid Craft flowers here at the bottom in the very shabby colors. And there's even a die cut. I don't know where I got this die cut. I think it's an Anna Griffin die cut, actually, that's layered back there. So just gonna get some of that. There's a bow that I got from Vicky. Some, I guess I'll go across the top. There's a little Michael's acrylic bird here in pink. Some I Am Roses flowers here in pink, and these are some little clusters that I snipped off of a thing I got from Michael's, like a bush or something like that. I just like the different texture it has. And then over here on the right hand side, this is a Prima flower that I just included, and I found these little blue bottles, which are a perfect color for this box, a pop of color. These little blue vials were from Joann's. They have them in a 4-pack, 2 large, 2 small. And I think these are 7 gypsies, I'm not sure, but I like the color of them. So what I did was I just cut a little doohickey heart here out of the the Tilda paper from Country Escape, and then put some twine from Target around the lip. These are, in particular, these are taped closed because I don't want the contents to get everywhere in the shipping. And she can take that off when she gets it and just store them this way, because they have a cork in the lid, but I didn't want that cork to fall out because the other 2 bottles have glitter in them. And this is glitter that I found at the thrift store, but it's very sparkly. This is like a white glitter, or clear glitter. You can see how sparkly it is. And it's really old glitter, so I don't know if they even sell something like that today. And then this is a pink glass glitter that I found in a craft store in Vancouver. It was actually a recycled craft store. So I bought a big bottle of it and wanted to share that with her. So that is, I think that's glass glitter. And all of them have the hearts on them and the jute twine wrapped around the neck of the bottle. Moving down to this row right here. This row has little Prima bird's nest and some bling down in there. So, and if you notice, I've also put some of this translucent Easter grass in here, and that is again for shipping all of these items, because the lid is glass and I wanted to protect it from sliding around too much, and that helps it do that. And I will actually ship a bubble wrap over the inside of the box as well as the outside to keep things from shifting and to keep that glass from breaking. This is a Wild Orchid Crafts beaded flower. I wanted to share some. And then, okay, here's some more of my resin pieces. I know Esme is big into fashion. So if you've seen these purses before, you know that they are designer. I won't use the name because, you know, I don't want anybody to get in trouble. So, but yeah, I got this mold from the same place I buy a lot of my molds. And so I added some pearl dangle and a little heart charm to this one, which is just sitting on the handle, actually, on a jump ring. She can use this as a charm. This one has a crown. I thought it was really cute with all these little charms on it. So I've just given her some of those pieces in this little cubby, and also in this one right down here. You can see a couple of different purses in there, and I'll leave that for her to kind of discover what that is. Over here, I created a little cluster of flowers with one of these heart. I molded this little spray into a heart, which you can kind of see in the back, and then just tied it with some ribbon. Now, this little heart comes from these leaves right here. So I'm going to give her some of those leaves. I just let her, just wanted to include this so she knows what I do with them. I peel that little fabric piece off, and that gives me that wire frame, and I just push down the middle to make a heart instead of a leaf. I suppose you could do a leaf too, but I like them this way. And then there's some more bling in there, so I just tuck this down in there for her. And as I said, there's some leaves here. There's also, in the same little pocket, another little blue vial and an egg's nest. These are like a Prima's egg's nest. I did the same treatment here where I put a bow from jute twine and the doohickey dye, and this one has buttons in it, little blue buttons actually. that I had in my stash. So she can use those up. And then there's another Prima flower in that. And I just like the pop of color from the blue. It kind of goes with the whole design of the Tilda Country Escape. I put some of the flowers from Hobby Lobby. This is the bridal section flowers. There's a cream one and some pink ones, and then I also included some pink sprays. And these pink sprays I used on this button over here, which I decorated. These are a different color button. They're a lighter pink than these over here in the corner. These are a different tone than these right here, but they're all created with my alcohol ink and the resin. So this is a little tulle flower. Somebody had gifted this to me, and I just added a couple of different puffy hearts and some of those pink sprays that you have the gradient onto this button, so you can use this embellishment. I keep hitting the camera, I'm sorry. And then some extra of those buttons, and there's another piece of bling in the bottom corner here. So that is my box for Esme, and I'll be actually sending her a couple of other things. And I may string this with the other items. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.